my kitchen. As we approach the Christmas, I always bake a bunch of stuff to give it to my family, to my friends, to my customers. So this is one of those things that I'm doing today that is so easy, but it is so delicious. It's saltine crackers with caramel and chocolate. And I tell you, this is delicious, believe me, it is. So I'm gonna start by making my caramel sauce in my stove. We're gonna start making the caramel. First, we're gonna brown the butter. I have 2 cubes of butter or 1 cup of butter. It says unsalted butter, but I don't like unsalted butter, so I'm using the salted butter. But if you want to use unsalted, go right ahead. And you want this to in a low heat because we want to brown this butter, but we don't want to burn it. So we're going to let this butter melt, and when it's melted, we'll go from there. Now I just needed to keep stirring until it gets to a light golden. Until it gets to that light golden, and you know that the butter is brown. Don't leave it too long because it can burn fast. I still have the stove on low. Keep stirring that butter. We're almost there. Shout out today goes to Joey Jigs for Port Mound, Rhode Island. Hello, Joe. Thank you for watching my videos. Also for Maria Medeiros from Lowell, Massachusetts. Here we go. We're almost there. Let me show you. See how it's getting a little brown? That's what you want. You want that. So now we're going to add 1 cup of brown sugar. And we're going to stir this brown sugar. And be careful. Don't splatter yourself. This is very hot, like I just did. And we're going to keep stirring this because you don't want this to burn. And we're making that caramel. You want to keep stirring this until that butter disappears and all that sugar is incorporated with the butter. And it looks like caramel sauce. So just keep stirring. Just need to come to a bubble. When it starts bubbling, it's done. You see bubbles here. Okay, we're going to turn off the stove. And we need a spatula. Okay, friends, I already lined up my cookie sheet. I put some foil. You need to put some foil, so you want this to come out. And then I spray really good the foil with spray. And then I lay all the saltine crackers. Now we're gonna put very careful with this caramel. It is very hot. And what I'm going to do is just pour over the crackers. And then I'm going to spread this really good, even through all the other crackers. And then we're gonna bake this. I have my oven preheated at 350. And we're gonna bake this for 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes. And then we'll go from there. You want all those crackers to be covered with this caramel. Caramel has already started setting. Here it is. Now it's going in the oven for 5 to 7 minutes. Okay friends, it's been 5 minutes and I was supposed to add the vanilla with the caramel and I forgot, so I'm gonna try to drizzle a little bit over. This is super hot. So now we're gonna put the chocolate. I have a cup and a half of chocolate. And it has these sit here. They're gonna melt. And then we're gonna spread them out. Off spatula. As those chocolates melt, I wanna spread throughout the cookie. It might take a few minutes, just be patient, which is something I'm not. And you don't want a very thick coat of chocolate, just want a little bit. And these are stuff you can do ahead of time, put it in a container. Not only when you have company coming, you can just pull it out, or put it in little bags and give gifts. That's what I'm gonna do. These days everybody got everything, so this way everybody gets something different. I toast some almonds. This is option. If you want to put any almonds or walnuts. I have some walnuts in here. I'm gonna do another batch and I'm gonna do it with almonds. But this one is walnuts. So I make a batch of this and put it in the container, and I always have something, last minute gifts, to put it in a tray to give it to your friends, to your family, to your neighbor. And it's very easy. I want to press it, but it's hot. I'm going to leave this aside to cool, and then I'm going to do the other batch. And here it is, friends, my saltine crackers bars. These are still need to stay in the refrigerator a little bit longer because they're still wet, but I can't resist. So good. It has that salty, but then the sweet, the crunch, and then with the walnuts on top. Delicious. Be very careful when you make the caramel. When you're done, pull the pot away from the pan. Away from the stove. Because even though it's in the pan and the stove is off, it continues cooking. I lost one batch because I turned away, and by the time I went back, it was already burned. But here it is, an easy thing to do, and so different from anything you can find in the stores, and very inexpensive. The saltine crackers, I did 2 batch, didn't even use one whole box. So in no time you get this done. So you give it a try for this season, for Christmas as we go, for a warming gift, for a family or for friends or for a neighbor. Make some of these and put them in little baggies, and you make a beautiful gift. And those are the things that people want to receive, because everybody got everything these days. So anyway, you tried this recipe and give me some thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Share my videos on your social media and with your friends. And until next time, let's get cooking. Have a good day.